Hey there, welcome to day 97 of our our BU 365-day challenge to do one thing every day that improves us in some way. This segment of the challenge, we are focusing on our spiritual well-being, our spiritual health, our spiritual relationships, etc. And we're in the process of applying the SOAP framework. And today we are talking about the A in the SOAP framework. Yesterday, let me grab my notebook. Yesterday, we brainstormed a list of things that we could possibly do to get from our current story to our desired story. And I came up with, it looks like 14 things. I just quit at 14. And then I selected 4 that I'm going to use our tool today on, which is the nominal group technique. We talked about nominal group technique can be considered a brainstorming tool, but I like to use it, and it works great for brainstorming, getting through the whole process of decision making. But I also like to use it to analyze alternatives and then select the one thing that I'm going to act on today. Our action item is going to be to think about, analyze the alternatives, and then pick one thing that we commit to take action on today. Why? Because nothing happens in our lives until we move, until we take some action, until we apply some effort and energy to move us toward what we want, right? I can sit on the couch and I can think all day about how I wish my spiritual understanding and my relationship with my source was better, or my relationship with God was better. But if I don't ever actually do anything to make it happen or to contribute to it, nothing is ever going to change, right? So our tool today that we're going to talk about is nominal group technique. Now, I took the 4 options I'm going to discuss and I put it on this, but this is an old version of the Get Up and Go Challenge nominal group technique that I did for relationship action. And we were analyzing, I was using how do you deal with enemies or haters when it comes to, or bullies or any type of toxic people. And that's what I did this particular nominal group technique example on. And so I had, relationship, action, nominal group technique, options. And then I just list what are the options I'm going to analyze. And a lot of times with nominal group technique, you'll use it as a group, because it's called nominal group technique, a group analysis tool where everybody in the group gets to vote for their favorite option. And so they'll give the one they like the most the biggest weight, the biggest number. And you can do it where the number of people in the group become the number of votes people get. Or you can take how many ever options you have, because with a group, a lot of times you'll brainstorm 100 different things. And nominal group works really well because it eliminates all those options that are impossible according to most people, and it just kind of filters out the ones that don't work. My daughter actually used this when she was 8 years old. She won a puppy, and she used this technique with our family. There were 4 people in our family, and she had each one of us vote on names. She brainstormed 3 notebook pages of names and then had all of us vote on it. So we each got to vote on give a weight of 4 to the one we like the most, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you're doing this by yourself, instead of having different people, you can get different people to weigh in on it. Like I might ask, especially with respect to spiritual well-being, I might ask my mom to weigh in on what she would do if she were improving her relationship with God. I might ask my sister. One of my sisters is spiritual, not religious, not Catholic, interestingly enough. She took on her husband's religion when she got married and raised her son Lutheran instead of Catholic. So maybe I'll ask her, and she belongs to a Bible study and things, so she's more knowledgeable about spiritual and relationship things in that area than I am. So maybe I'd ask my mom and my sister, and then I would weigh in, and then maybe I'd ask one of my kids or both of my kids, or maybe I apply some of the other tools that we've used to analyze things, like the urine analysis. Is it urgent? And then I would rate each one. Important? Is it necessary? Will it take a lot of resources? And will it take a lot of energy and effort on my part? And I might use that as my nominal group technique to weigh things. Or I could do head, heart, and intuition. Or I could do plus or minus. Whatever way I want to make a decision and choose among alternatives. I like to do nominal group technique or head, heart, intuition, and the urine analysis. Terrible name, but it's really an easy way to remember the elements of that particular decision making or option analyzing strategy. But I like to add the higher numbers so that when I add them up, there's usually a clear winner, right? If I add this up, there's usually a clear winner. Now, I haven't done mine today yet, but I guarantee that when I look at my 4 different options, what are my 4 options? I need a magnifying glass. I said one of the things I could do was affirmations. We know I like affirmations. Or meditation, or I could do some hypnosis things. There's lots of hypnosis things, free and paid, that are available to help us get a better connection to ourselves or to our higher power. I could take a master class or a course or a class. I could get a coach. I could get or join a coaching program or a group that's studying connection to their source. Or what was the other one I put? I could go to an event, an immersive event, some type of a thing. I always wanted to go to Nepal and hang out with the monks, but not sure that will ever happen. So I'm just going to do that. I'll weigh them out, and then I'm going to pick one thing that I'm going to take action on. So if I decide I'm going to do hypnosis or something, then the action I will take is I need to go find a hypnosis program to take action on today and listen to one hypnosis about my spirituality. Now that one might win because it's a super easy one to do, right? And I like to pick something that I can take action on immediately. So as soon as I decide I want to do something, I take action on that as quickly as I possibly can. Why? Because it solidifies it in my mind. By taking action toward it, I'm one step closer to it. One of the things I learned, probably from Tony Robbins, but lots of coaches and lots of successful people will tell you that never leave. I think it's Tony Robbins that says, never leave the scene of a decision without taking action. Now, sometimes I leave the scene, but I usually at least write it down. Writing it down is taking action. That is one of those steps that sounds so simple that we don't always do it, but the vast majority of successful people do. As soon as they decide something or have an idea, they jot it down somewhere, or they find some way to write it down because they know that they're busy and life gets in the way and it's really easy to forget things. It's as easy to do this as it is to not do it, right? Every single day, it's as easy to do something that improves us as to just go about our life and not do it. But the impact of just doing one simple little thing every day is huge, and it's cumulative. Any questions? Hit me up. That is our action today. Spiritual well-being action. Filling that gap. Yesterday, we brainstormed options. Today, we're going to pick one and take action on it. Share in the comments below, just done. Or if you're open and brave, share the action that you took so we can learn from one another. All right, have an awesome day. Any help, ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow.